So, Tom, you understand all of these worlds very well. It's like two sumo wrestlers getting in the ring. Who's got the upper hand?
Well, this is an old fight brought into the streaming age. When we launched CNBC, one of the things you negotiated with cable operators was the economics for them carrying you, of course. And it was a giveaway to give them a couple minutes of advertising. When your viewers go see local ads, when we take a break here and they see local restaurants, car services, that's a couple minutes of ad inventory given away to the cable operator as part of that negotiation. Wasn't worth very much in the beginning of the cable days. Today, that streaming ad inventory can have some real value. And Disney, which has Hulu, which is ad-supported, actually says that it makes up the difference between what it charges for its ad-supported service, which is a much lower fee than Hulu without ads. It makes more than the difference by selling those ads. It's very valuable inventory. So this is a negotiation over the economics of what it's going to be carried on these devices.
But is this going to hit everybody? And by the way, you'll hit close to home. I'm thinking NBC Universal is about to launch Peacock advertising-supported service.
Right. Well, it is going to hit everybody. Netflix got through this big and early without having to give up much economics. And now everybody else is coming in.
It was before everybody figured out how valuable that could be.
And Google has navigated YouTube through this without having to give up inventory.
Okay,
so the question is
the big gorilla. If you don't have offerings like Disney Plus, if you don't have ESPN, if you don't have ABC on your platform, is that a point where the public says, I don't want that platform, I want one that offers me these?
Well, there's leverage on both sides. If you're Disney and you're going to launch a service with a lot of nationwide promotion, not being on 29% of the market share of streaming boxes is a big deal. Once you're on there, though, and you're fully distributed and people like their Disney, it's not like canceling cable and what you have to go through if you're a cable and switching to satellite, which when the program wars started with cable, you had to do. Getting rid of your Firebox and getting another $35 device to get where Disney is coming through isn't a big deal. So the leverage shifts once you're fully launched.
Is that why Disney is offering all kinds of incentives right now, like sending me ads at home for discounted membership signups for this for a 1 or 2 year commitment?
Well, yes, but that is a question of, again, what device do you have to get it through? Now, remember, this isn't the only guys going after Disney and the other services and trying to get into their economics. There's an Apple tax, or when you go to the store to download an app that can be 20 to 30%.
Right.
So there are a lot of takers here for a new service.
If the app is not free, and if they're trying to use Apple Pay as the easiest way to pay for it. So it can be done as a workaround. Netflix doesn't go through that.
Right.
And therefore, they don't pay the fee. I will also remind you, Apple TV for a very long time wouldn't allow the Amazon Prime piece on it, or maybe Amazon. I don't know if it was Apple wouldn't allow them on, or maybe Apple was withholding it from Apple, or maybe Amazon was withholding it from Apple, hoping people were going to go onto the fire.
And you had similar issues between Chromecast owned by Google and Amazon in terms of YouTube carriage and those.
But Tom, when you look at the economics of it, you said it comes down to economics. When you look at Disney versus Amazon, it seems as though Amazon has an easier way at competing in a lot of these arenas because they don't care how much they could lose, and they become a commoditized business, whether it's AWS or whether it's in this segment of their business line. Do they have an upper hand against all other players?
Well, Amazon has become an enormous player in advertising. People don't focus that much on their business, but Amazon is a $12 billion ad seller today, just behind, not just behind, but number 3 behind Google and Facebook. And they're putting a lot of emphasis on the future of this business.
But, Amazon's biggest point has always been that it's done what the customer wanted. If you start withholding services, I don't know if that goes counter to what your constant mantra has always been.
Well, I think Amazon has a lot of ways to play the advertising world. Getting inventory from streaming services is going to be a small part of it. Obviously, when you're shopping on advertising, their search advertising is far more valuable. But they're going to be a huge player in advertising, and I don't think we've begun to see Amazon flex its advertising muscle. People shopping directly off of ads into the Amazon store is yet to come on television. I think that's the future of TV advertising.